Hi everyone and welcome to a card hopping, a year of fun themes and techniques installment. So this is obviously for February, and this month we are focusing on our favorite colors, and mine is blue in all shades. I love blue. And we are also either incorporating vellum or acetate in our project. Now I'm gonna be a little bit of a rebel, and on this piece of watercolor cardstock, this is from Ranger, so it's nice and white, I'm going to be using the Humble acetate, which I find is such a staple in the craft room. I'm actually going to be using it to ink smoosh on, because I find that it just kind of gives me a little bit more control instead of my work mat that has like a few grooves and things. And it's just easier to me, I find anyway, to clean up and just kind of keep a little bit of control over ink smooshing, which is what I'm going to be doing. Because as we all know, ink smooshing is kind of like one of those either yay or ugh techniques. So first I put down It's a Blue, and these are inks from Catherine Pula. And I realized I actually had quite a lot of ink left, so I brought out another piece of watercolor cardstock, and this is I'm using the entire sheet. So again, this is Ranger watercolor cardstock, and it's a lovely bright white, but it does have a little bit of texture on one side, and then on the other side it's completely smooth. So I did actually pick the texture side to kind of really get that inky look. And the second color up is Something Borrowed. This is probably my favorite shade out of these four colors that I picked out. It's absolutely stunning. In between the smooshing, I did dry my pieces with my heat gun, just to kind of make sure that they didn't sort of overlap too much. So on this second piece here, or the second color with the second piece, I used my finger just to kind of drag the colors out a little bit. So I was making it sort of bigger, if you like. And my whole idea was to kind of create almost like a, not dip dyed, but ombre look, because as much as I love ink smooshing, I also love an ombre look. So I'm going kind of staggering the colors a little bit. And then we're moving on to Suede Shoes. This is an insanely deep blue, like proper, almost like a cobalt blue. Super gorgeous. Really gorgeous. And I thought maybe I was almost dipped it in there twice, but I thought no, let's just do the one. And then we're going to do the big piece as well, and just put that on there, rub it up, make sure it picks up all the colors, and look at that. Oof, yeah. And then this Juniper Mist has got a almost like a purplish tint to it, and I'm using a bit of kitchen roll paper towel there, just to kind of control the spray, because once you mist it, you do you will end up with sort of blue spots everywhere. Just a little top tip. There we go. Okay, so here we go. We're just finishing these panels off, and then we're gonna actually, for this last layer, I did set them aside and let them air dry, just to make sure that it kind of dried with a little bit of texture. And then on this one, this is actually just I cut a piece off, and then I added some texture and glimmer with Nuvo Glimmer Paste, and using a stencil from Picket Fence Studios. And this is then going to be trimmed down to a slim line card size. This is a slightly smaller piece, and again, I'm going to be making a slim line card with that one as well. And as you can see, I've cut out lots of highs, and this die is from the Stamp Market, and it leaves, it's got like a solid bit, and then it has an outline. So I have gone to town, as I may have done in previous videos too. And I'm going to be layering a lot of these and stacking them and creating lots of like textures and dimensions and different looks. So in a little bit, we're going to hop into a bit of a time lapse to kind of just finish these cards, because as I said, I'm using the acetate for the actual making of my backgrounds rather than incorporating them into my cards. So when it comes to acetate, I think it's just one of those super like good value for money. Like, it's insane good value for money, because it's so easy to clean off. You can, you know, chop and trim it to make yourself smaller pieces. You can use it as a mask that will never, you know, you just clean it off when you finish, and you can reuse it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So Oh, but I will say though that you should probably go to like a stationery shop and buy acetate from there, and then save your nice posh acetate from like places like Longthorn and places like that for your shaky cards. And I'm sure we'll see some nice shaky cards in this hop as well. But I'm just going to be finishing off these cards, and then we're going to have a quick little close up on those, and then it's time for your next stop. Hey, look at that. Cool, huh? What you won't see in the actual video is me adding just a tiny little additional sparkles. But hey, can you blame me? Sometimes a card just needs a little bit of bling, right? So your next stop will be right at the top of the description box, and I really hope you enjoyed this video enough to subscribe and hit that like button. See you soon again. Thanks for now.